Can we watch this, chat? Is it this one? This is the new one? Eternity and developer preview. Or is there more? Is this it or is there more? It's horrible. Dude, I'm going to stand on what I said. I told Warcraft too. Warcraft kept saying like, come back to WoW, come back to WoW. Basically, we were talking about SoloQue. He was telling about SoloQue. I'm like, it upsets me that they are getting a SoloQue for World of Warcraft. It's not like SoloQue, the one we wanted, but it's stepping in the right direction, right? Where they're implementing stuff for PvP, and it's cool to see that because we never get stuff in PvP. And I was saying, dude, for 5 years, I've been making videos fighting for SoloQue. That's why like all my alerts about SoloQue, everyone knows me as SoloQue. And yesterday when I woke up, I got like 99 notifications all about the SoloQue stuff. And it upsets me because we fought this for 5 years. And they said they would not want to give it to us or they're not interested, etc. And after we all quit, now they're adding it. Oh my god, I freaking hate Blizzard when they do that. Dude, I hate it so much, chat. Yeah, it's not SoloQue, but it's stepping in the right direction. I don't think I'll return to Shadowlands, but I will maybe try new expansion, but that's it. I'm not gonna go back to Shadowlands. No matter like how much content they throw out, I'm not interested in the Shadowlands stuff. I want them to like get it together, and then maybe I'll try new expansions in the future. Cycle of we're coming back repeats. I think they effed up big time, and this year it hit them hard. It hit them really, really hard. So I think they'll do a little bit better, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Dude, what? Dude, why do I laugh when I see this? Why do I laugh when it reminds me of this. Here, I'll put the right song on, chat. Ready? There we go, boys. Shadowland. Oh my god, such a good expansion. I'm sorry, I'm memeing on it too hard. Let's restart this. Let's restart this chat.
The Shadowlands story pulls together threads that started in Warcraft 3 and wove their way through many of our expansions.
Okay.
We approached it like a drama in 3 acts. Now, as the third and final act begins of the saga, we need to stop the jailer from reaching his ultimate goal, which is to rewrite the rules of reality. Eternity's End.
I'm gonna be honest, I feel like they skipped out on so much story. Going into this, or whenever me and my brother's at like the gym, I don't go to the gym anymore, but when we went, he always talked about, man, I'm so excited for that Arthas story. A month later, dude, how come they're not adding anything to like Uther and Arthas? Like, what the heck? I was so excited for that part. But we got none of that juice, chat. Yeah, I don't know.
As the
story I
chapter
can't
of one
keep up
book
with
of the
anymore.
Warcraft saga. The jailer has the advantage. He has seized the sigils of the leaders of the Four Covenants.
We see Sylvanas realize that she's been a pawn in the jailer's game this entire time, and she refuses to serve him, and she's taken prisoner.
The jailer is able to open a portal to who knows where, taking Anduin with him.
And the Primus had us take some time to retrieve some new sigils.
Now we have gathered our forces. We are working with the Primus to open our own gateway.
Maybe
to
Arthas
pursue
comes
the
out
jailer
soon.
to this realm unlike any we've seen before.
Maybe Arthas comes out soon, chat.
The Primus opens a portal, and we come into this alien land. It's completely white, foggy. We're walking on water for some reason.
They can only make out some shapes, some figures there, some crazy devices and consoles.
Eventually, you make your way to a giant gate, and behind it lies Zereth Mortis.
Zereth Mortis was created by the first ones, and it is intended to create afterlives.
Think of it as being tucked away in the fabric of the Shadowlands itself. It's kind of the behind the scenes of these afterlives that we've journeyed
Is this a new zone, or what is this?
to.
It's the land where the progenitors, the first ones who created all of the realms of the Shadowlands, this is their workshop.
They've created everything we've experienced in Azeroth and Shadowlands and even realms we haven't discovered yet.
These first ones built the universe as far as we know, but their intentions or methods are completely unknown.
But of course, the jailer's presence here is disrupting this process, and we're working to push back against the jailer's forces and protect this place.
I think the artists have done a fantastic job, and I know they did a lot of research and they looked at a lot of real-life examples of very strange places in the real world.
As a team, we were really trying to make this place as alien as possible, so we really wanted to make everything feel completely unique and completely different. Our trees here are floating, we have stones that are floating, we even have
That looks pretty, I will say. It looks pretty, chat.
the massive Forge of Afterlives that is floating in the center of the zone.
And true to its name, it's something that is kind of putting together a new afterlife to be sent out into the Shadowlands.
We have this water all around you because water is really the
I think Shadowland, they did a good job with the environment. It's a lot better than the previous ones. I think Destiny was like one of the games when I first played, and I know the map's limited, but every corner you turn into in Destiny 2, I thought the maps looked really good. I think in Shadowland, they were trying to do better with environment, because when I first went into Bastion, that place looked really pretty.
catalyst for any kind of creation.
It's actually unlike any other water that we've seen before. This is actually water that we can walk on. It almost creates like a threshold between Zereth Mortis and some other kind of more primordial space right below it. Everything you see in Zereth Mortis has a purpose, an intention behind it. For us, it was really important to find ways to convey that intention in the environment.
Walking on water. Dude, why are we pogging at walking water, chat? I literally have a little horseshoe to put on my mount. It's like the basic item you put. And I walk on water all the time. What the heck, man?
Environment itself. And one of the ways in
I
which
walk
we
on
did
water
it was through this
24/7,
duality
chat. What do you
between
mean?
A lush and a dry biome. In the dry
Oh,
biome,
this place
we
looks
see
really
perhaps
cool.
what the original look of the zone was when the progenitors were first establishing this workspace for themselves. And in the lush biome, we see the result of their experimentation with plant life and fauna and things like that.
These are all test beds for what we'll eventually see elsewhere.
From there, we started thinking about what kinds of creatures would be in this place that are fundamentally
I love looking
prototyped.
at these concept arts. Environment is so pretty.
There's terraforming here. There's creatures that are building afterlives. We tried to really stretch and think what that might be like.
My personal favorite includes the giant armored snail, and we also have a progenitor chicken, which answers the question of what came first.
These first ones who crafted Zereth Mortis, what they left behind were the Automa, meant to take care of the place and make sure that
Automa?
it fulfilled its function
Sounds
to
something
create
like
afterlives.
Sakama or
The
something.
Automa have several different classes, and you can see this in their silhouettes. We have the builders, we have the protectors, we have the casters, and each one of them
I don't
have
think I
a
have
specific
SoloQue.
role within the Shadowlands. And then you'll also discover the Jiro, which are a part of the Automa. They're a little more quirky, they have a little more personality. They are a little more sentient than the other Automa, so some of them even split off to pursue their own desires.
Unfortunately, when we found our way in, Devourers also found their way in. They are ravenous.
They're consuming this weird energy, and it's causing them to mutate and to fall apart.
And the Automa, where they are confronted by them, some of them are fighting them off.
And so it's going to take some time for them to understand that we're here trying to help them drive out this threat.
The Enlightened.
Fortunately, we've got some allies. There are some enlightened brokers here that we're going to be working with.
But it's a broker that arrived here quite a long time ago and has had a change of heart from looking at the world as a very transactional place to seeing this place as a holy place, a sacred place. We meet an
I
enlightened...
don't know how I feel about this. Like, I feel so bad for Blizzard. Dude, I used to love WoW, man. They did such a poor job that their reputation is just like boom, 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 and it's... When I look at it, it looks fun and I want to play again, but deep inside I know, like, are they trying to trick me again? Their game's gonna... They're just gonna try to slave me again. Yeah.
one named
Like, their reputation is crushed to me. Unless the next expansion is like a banger, I don't think the game's gonna be progress in the chat anymore. I think next expansion is going to judge WoW like hard. So they're gonna have to do a really, really, really good job on the next one.
Fareem, and Fareem needs our assistance, and in return, he leads us to Haven,
which is
I know.
a hub
They
that
say
has been
that every
created
time,
out of
I know.
Progenitor ruins, and this is where the Enlightened really have made their home.
Haven serves as our foothold here, as well as use it as a base of operations and really start unlocking the mysteries of this land.
The Enlightened brokers are intent on protecting and preserving the work of the First Ones here, but now they're seeing Zoval bring his forces against the Atoma and tear up the land, and they are eager for assistance.
The brokers themselves are very ostentatious, they're very into materialism, but the Enlightened are not that at all. They have relinquished this material way, and you'll see this reflected in their clothes. They're a little tattered, they're a little faded, because it just isn't important to them anymore. They're just here for the pursuit of knowledge.
When players arrive, they're kind of fishes out of water. And one of the first things that we have to do is start learning how to communicate with the Automa. Think of it as a kind of runic language, based in symbols.
We will bond with a small construct who's pretty cute, actually. And with his assistance and the assistance of Fareem, we will learn eventually how to understand the symbols through the cipher of the First Ones.
We'll uncover different parts of this alphabet and start to learn more about the progenitors and Zereth Mortis itself.
It will allow you to unlock new and different forms of content. So that can range from daily quests to new options on the vendors to places to explore and new side quests that open up. So it's really the gateway to exploring the far reaches of Zereth Mortis.
As we looked into the development of Cypher of the First Ones, we wanted something that was unique that players haven't seen before. A little bit of familiarity, but something that takes that to the next level.
We really involved the whole team in this creative process. We worked with our UI team to be able to represent those through text, through these things talking and seeing them on screen in chat bubbles and in our chat window. Little by little, these kind of runes start taking shape into words that we recognize. But it's going to be a process that unfolds over the course of playing through Eternity's End. The Automa speak
I like how
in
they
this
sound.
kind of musical language. They don't talk the way that we
Yeah, it
mortals
reminds me
are
of
used to
Nier.
speaking. The sound team was super excited. They jumped in, they started prototyping all kinds of different sounds. We listened, we gave feedback, and we really ended up in a cool place. As you're playing through and gradually unlocking the language, you'll be able to see those words that they're saying, but still hear those tones. The jailer's true goal has never really been to escape the Maw or to gain power. He's been focused on reaching this place called the Sepulchre, to go into this place of power and to really rewrite the rules of the universe. We'll learn that the jailer has breached the Sepulchre of the First Ones, and this becomes our new raid for Eternity's End. We're going to gather our forces, we're going to pursue the jailer inside. Once you go inside the Sepulchre, there's some mind-blowing visuals. This is a place that
So
should
this
not
is gonna
able
be like the final raid for Shadowland. I think they'll have one more raid maybe, but this is going to be where we kill a jailer? Or?
to exist according to the laws of physics as we know them on Azeroth, just looking out into this impossible sky of seeing these ancient works of the First Ones.
I know, okay.
Those laws don't apply to
It's
anything
like what
we
it
see
seems,
here.
yeah.
Among the bosses that we're going to face in Sepulchre,
Among
the first
us.
ones include the Jailer's forces, maybe a Dreadlord or two that you
I
haven't
hate this model, dude. Oh my god, what is this like dumpster? Dude. So I hate
maybe
that.
a Dreadlord or two that you haven't
I
tied
hate
up loose
that.
ends with. We'll face a
thing
Consular.
is so
This
ugly,
is similar to it
dude.
being like Algalon,
This one's
but
cool.
the Jailer's gotten to it and has infused his domination magic into the Consular. Before we get to the Jailer, however, we need to get to Anduin first. Our hope is that we can learn whatever Anduin knows about domination magic. We need to be able to resist it, or better yet, fight it.
Tier sets.
We know players have been waiting a long time for the return of tier sets, and as devs, we have too.
It's a great blend of progenitor
And the
magic,
concept art looks
golds,
really
and
pretty.
metals, along with those class-defining silhouettes. Wolves for shamans, pointy things for rogues. It's going to look amazing.
Our class and combat team was super excited to bring class sets back.
Concept art
This is
looks
something
pretty.
that felt really right for the story.
Dude.
We're in the final act of the Shadowlands saga.
What the heck? It looks so different from the art, chat. This looks epic. Dude, what is this? What happened? It looks so cool. Chat, it looks so cool. What happened? This is like damaged products. And why did they... They're so stupid, chat. They're so stupid. They need to... If I was in charge of this, chat, I would put this on like a night elf. And I would put this on like a human female or something. Why do they always put it on like... They put it on a gnome
Of the Shadow
and a panda. Dude, of course it's gonna look stupid. Why did they always do this, man?
Shadowlands saga.
They're so stupid.
We're here, literally on the brink at eternity's end.
That
And
one
what
looks
better
sick.
place to fully unleash
That
the
one
power
looks bad.
for these classes? And I think players will really enjoy the return of those class sets just as much as the team enjoyed making them.
How do you make something that is
Blizzard has done this for a while though. A lot of tier sets, when they draw it, it looks so good. But when they put it on the character models, it looks... Some of them look really good, some of them look really bad.
mystical and magical and incomprehensible and yet understandable? I think we've done a good job of finding that line.
The team as a whole has been working so hard, and we are so excited to get this out for everyone.
We're gonna get new mounts,
Whoa!
new pets.
The
A
mouse
bit
look cool.
horrifying for me, but exciting for some is the fact that, you know, some of the spider mounts can now fly. Who needs flying spiders? But that's also going to be a cool thing for people.
We have updates to professions, to soulbinds, to conduits.
Oh,
There's a new
no,
dancing
no.
minigame in Darkmoon Fair.
I'm a story guy,
Oh,
so
dude, they're trying to step up. They're trying to step up to Golden Saucer, chat. They know they're competitors now.
Dancing
adding
minigame
Darkmoon
in
Fair
Darkmoon
stuff.
Fair.
They
I'm
heard
a story guy,
Aspen
so
go
I'm
talk
super
about
geeked
it.
about watching players kind of piece together those little lore tidbits.
stepping
That's
it
what
up.
excites me as well.
I'm really looking forward to Season 3 of Mythic Plus. Tazavesh is getting split into 2 dungeons. If you're a raider, if you chase Keystone Master, if you're an achievement collector, there's something for everyone to do in this.
Shadowlands is like the final chapter of one book of the Warcraft saga, and our team is already hard at work on the next stories to come. Can't talk about them quite yet, but when the time is right, we're going to be really excited to share them with you.
Honestly, man, I feel bad for a while now. I feel bad for them. Yeah, I don't know what to say, chat. I don't know what to say. For me personally, the art's really cool. The new zone looks really cool. The whole raid stuff, I don't know if I'm like interested in that. I'm more interested in PvP, honestly. In WoW, that is. What do you guys think, chat? What do you guys think? 9.3 will be FF killer. Bro, hype is trash. I think it's shit. Oh man. Oh man. The armor looked really cool at first. Yeah, it looked really cool at first. Sleepy messaged something. I don't know where it is, Sleepy. There will be 9.3. I think they'll have like 9.2.5, and then they gotta wrap it up and get ready for a new expansion.